Hello and welcome to the Hwaseong Sports Complex main stadium. It's just 40 kilometers south of Seoul. It's South Korea looking to round off their preparations for the 2022 World Cup, which gets underway on November 20th. Beg your pardon. They are up against Iceland today. And of course, Paulo Bento is set to name his squad. Just to let you know the weather conditions as well. It's of course 16 degrees, pretty chilly here in the Hwaseong Sports Complex. And well, as I mentioned, Paulo Bento will name his squad tomorrow. So this game is basically an assessment of how he will line his team up for the coming Qatar World Cup, and their campaign particularly gets off on November 24th. That will be against Uruguay in their Group H group, and the match, of course, between the 28th ranked South Korea and it is 62nd ranked Iceland. And all the players, of course, will want to be performing today at the top of the game to find themselves in that 26-man World Cup squad to be unveiled tomorrow. Because South Korea have been present at every World Cup since 1986. Largely failing, though, to advance through the group stage. Fans, of course, coming out to watch their team and cheer them on as they head to Qatar in just under a week or so. The teams are lining up to come out now. As much as it is a friendly, the South Korean side, players will be looking to impress their coach. So lots to play for individually, collectively as well. September. Remember, they did qualify for the 2018 World Cup. It was their first ever participation in the competition. They're not able to make an impression though in that tournament though. Ultimately, they did finish fourth in Group D. Had a tough opposition, Croatia, Argentina and Nigeria. They did make an impact with their fans. As I mentioned, is the qualification process next year for Euro 2024. So they will be looking to find a place in that tournament. with both the national anthems being echoed throughout the stadium. And the formalities of shaking hands between the two teams. We'll give you the lineups as well in just a bit. And there you go. It is South Korea, Kim Seung-yu in goal. An impressive 2022 FIFA World Cup qualification. He conceded only 3 goals in 14 appearances. Of course, that has helped South Korea qualify for the World Cup. Kim Yong-gwon will be leading the side with 95 caps. If you remember, he did score that 91st minute goal in the last World Cup to knock out the defending champions, Germany as well. Head coach Bento still has a lot of experience with Jun Woo-young, 65 caps, and Kwon Chan-hoon as well with 45 caps. He'll be looking to add to his tally of 12 goals today. And we'll just give you the Icelandic lineups in just a bit. As we see the crowds here trickling in to watch the side. And that man is two officials there. Idai Junpei will be leading the match, and his officials Rangi Tsutumi, as well as Takebi Yosuki. The fourth official is Choi Hoon-jae. The bar is Yamamoto Yudai. Just give you the Icelandic lineups as well. Choosing, as I mentioned, Edison, choosing from a very limited pool of players. Fredrik Schramm, most experienced goalkeeper. He's only got 5 caps. And Captain Aaron Gunnarsson is obviously the most experienced player. He has 99 caps to his name. He will be joined by Victor Carl Anderson as well, who will be relying on his captain's experience. He's just 2 caps under his belt in his national debut this year. Up front, we'll see, of course, Ota Carlson as well. Played the 2 friendlies with South Korea and Saudi Arabia with Daniel Duric, the 19-year-old. Of course, the 2 coaches, Paulo Bento and Arne Veresund, looking to use this game as a stepping stone for different tournaments. One looking at the qualification for Europe, while Paulo Bento will make some big decisions tomorrow when he finally decides on his 26 players that will be traveling to Qatar for the 2022 World Cup, which kicks off, of course, on the 20th of November. The European season will come to a halt. So, it'll be interesting to see how the Icelandic team soaking the pressure. We'll see, a very, very attacking South Korean team, looking to make an impact, of course. Lovely long ball here, great first touch, great control as well. And as expected as well, just a lot of space as well for them to move around. Big pitch here. South Korea will be looking to start off the blocks in an attacking fashion, no doubt about that. So you see the fans still coming in, so the stadium be looking to be filled up quite quickly as well. Jung Jun-yu there on the right-hand side. utilize in these early stages. Switching play quite a number of times as well, with Chul on the left-hand side. Bit of space here, and he'll get that early ball in, and it's well taken. First time attempt there by Song Min Koo. It's a great ball in as well by Hong Chul. It's good thinking. The defender there just put out his foot, and he went just a meter from the upright. So as is expected, possession early on here, all South Korea. Pushing up a bit here, Iceland. Well, I don't think they'll see much of the ball. Looking to defend for most of the game. Good understanding, good movement as well off the ball from the South Koreans. Happy to just build up from the back slowly. Warming up in these early stages. Because they did play Cameroon in their last game 1-0. They won that. Also won the 2 of the 3 outings in the AFF Football Championship. Secured the 2nd position on the table. Of course, they also are without Hong Sun Heung-min and Dong Chun Kim. So, of course, with that injury to his eye, he is expected to feature in the World Cup, though. And I'm sure they'll be happy to have him back as well. He was the other goal scorer in the last World Cup that knocked out Germany. It's a dramatic end to that game. This is the 10th World Cup as well they will be heading into, South Korea. Impressive as well. Regarded as top team together with Japan. They did draw 2-2 with Costa Rica as well. Played 2 matches as well. And they will have Ghana, Portugal and Uruguay to contend with at the World Cup. Well, lapse of concentration there. From the number 16, Good New. Torkelson. He's looking for options. Decides to play it back to the goalkeeper, Frederick Schramp. Taking a more direct route that time. South Korea happy just to pass the ball around in the early stages. A little bit too much on that time. With Hong Chul not being able to get to that. Goes out for a throw-in. couple of mistakes in the last couple of minutes from the South Koreans. Just need to get their act together here. Time clearing it deep into the Icelandic half. These players on the bench will be looking to get on the pitch, of course, making an impression with Paulo Bento. Will be narrowing down his team to 26 players tomorrow. I'm sure every player on and off the pitch will be hoping they find themselves on their plane to Qatar. Kim Sung-yu coming out to clear that. As I mentioned, a very impressive qualification campaign for him. 3 goals in just 14 matches. That's a very impressive, conceding 3. So we just got under 10 minutes and game starting off maybe slightly slowly here. Just one opportunity between the two sides. This looks potentially, it's given away cheaply again, and yeah, of course conceded a foul as well. They did have a 2-0 win over Syria in Dubai. 1-0 victory over Lebanon as well. That allowed them to become the 15th nation to qualify for the 32-team tournament. It was Son Heung-min who scored 7 goals in total for his side in their qualification process. He has 34 in 103 appearances for his country. He might be missed today, but it's not as an important match as they will be facing in, of course, 2 weeks' time. It is Uruguay on November 24th, and then Ghana on the 28th of November before they and play Portugal on December 2nd. They had some big wins as well. They defeated Turkmenistan and Sri Lanka 5 goals to 0. Also defeated Sri Lanka 8-0. It was in the early rounds, of course. Had a win over Lebanon, that was in the 3rd round. And a good win against Syria as well, 2-1. Well, this is slightly promising here, and should have done a lot better with that. Chances are not going to come dime a dozen. Daniel Djuric, the youngster, should have put a bit more power into that. He had to get his laces through that shot, but Kim Sung-yu had no trouble with that. It's got to take a much better shot to get past that goalkeeper. Well, once again, giving the way ball cheaply once again. Well, they've got to get their wits about them. Slight lapse of concentration. And once again, it is Duric. Can he get the ball across? He loses his balance. Completely miskicked that. The number 5, Jung Woo Young. Just maybe early nerves here, knowing well, it's well intercepted that time as well, knowing that the coach Paulo Bento has a big decision to make tomorrow. That win against South Korea in the final, against Iran, with Song Hyun Min and Kim Young Won both scoring. Because that was an important win for them to book a spot. Did lose to UAE in their last qualification game, 1-0. Well, the passing at times has been questionable for South Korea. Iceland will, well, look at this and feel, well, they might have a chance here. These early nerves from South Korea. Still goalless after 14 minutes here. Bit of space down the right-hand side. Just holding up play, waiting for the Richards to move into the attacking areas. It's a good ball, he's onside as well. Should have done a lot better with the cutback. Yoon Jong-yu. They get the throw in though. Well, he was miles onside here. And well, the expression that says it all. It will be a corner. Park Seung-ho is lining up to take this. It's in a good area as well, and it's cut back once again. Still not out of danger, Iceland. And it's lobbed into the far right, but misunderstanding. He's looking for Park Seung-ho once again, but he's offside. Was head coach Paulo Bento opened the final pre-World Cup training camp. That was in late October. Well, at that point, there's 27 players. Most of them were from the Asian leagues, of course, whose seasons had ended. A lot of the players are, of course, playing in Germany for the South Koreans. Those European players, of course, were not available. That camp, of course, was set up to give a look in to the players. It was just a handful of the 26-man roster will likely be filled with the players based in Europe. another half a dozen or so should go to those from leagues in Japan, China and Qatar as well. They are plying their trade across these 4 leagues, the majority of them. And of course, they also have the 10 spots for South Korean league players to fill as well. He'll need all the help he can get up front as well. He's captain and best offensive player, Son Heung-min, who will be right. Well, that's a great shot, but he was deflected as well. He was heading for goal. Well attacked once again from Park Sing-ho, who's found himself in the match. Was going in the direction of goal. Arneson getting a shin in the way though to deflect it. It's a decent ball in as well. And well, it's a great opportunity, well set up that time for Hong Chul. Just needed to get it on target though. He, in the end, skied his attempt. Should have really forced a save at least from Frederick Schramp. He knows he should have done a lot better with that as well. Well, I did mention though he will be relying on Son Heung-min. He did, of course, go for surgery last week, and his status might be a little shaky, but I doubt he will make the first group game. It will be on November 24th. Well, he had the chances as well of Hwa Yu-jo of Olympiacos and Hwang Hee-chan of Wolves as well. They have struggled to get on the pitch for their clubs. So it will be interesting to see if they do make the final 26. So Gus Sang, who is starting today, he'll be, of course, one of the hot favourites here, but it's a good ball in as well, and a leg stretched out that time. Schramp read it well. Kwon Chung-hoon there, just with an outstretched leg, and well, slightest of touches would have maybe just got past Frederick Schramp, but it is Magnuson who goes down with an injury here early on. Doesn't look too serious. Well, I mentioned Cho Gui-sung of Jeongbuk Hainu Motors. Just the outstretched foot there of Kwon Chung-hoon. He has scored 17 goals in 31 matches, so he has a strong case to find his way on that flight to Qatar. Because South Korea will also rely on the Napoli player Kim Min-jae, one of the 2 centre-back positions, and also Jeongbuk veteran Kim Jin-soo as well, and left full-back have Ulsan Hyundai's Kim Yong-kwon. He's been, of course, a frequent partner with Kim Min-jae as well. So the right full-back position has at times been the most hotly contested one. There's several options in midfield as well. Sanojo of Shandong Taishan. Well, this is a good opportunity here. Just lost his balance. And Song Ming-yu was disappointed here. We get a closer look. It's a lovely header. He was maybe slightly offside. Looked very tight from here. Did find Cho Gu-sung, who we were just talking about. 17 goals in 31 matches for Jeonbuk Ajinomoto's. Had a great opportunity here. A little shove in the back, and the referee was in a very good position to see that. So we are halfway through the first half here between South Korea and Iceland in this international friendly. In this very chilly night at the Hwaseong Sports Complex. That man, the number 19, Daniel Durich, had a good opportunity as well early on. It's a good run as well to get past two defenders, but referee saw nothing wrong with that. A lovely ball through, and Torkelson did well to shield the ball and draw that foul as well. Going down, did well, just getting shirt pulled by the captain, Kim Young-won. Because there's a lot of positions in the attacking area as well, and midfield positions. Veterans like Lee Jae-sung of Mainz, Hwang Hee-chan, and Son, who's actually normally a midfielder. All three of them should make the World Cup team, of course. So if you to look at the K-League youngsters, can touch on Ulsan's Wong-sun, Gangwon's FC's Young Hyun-jun as well. They are the energetic types that could bring a surprise off the bench. So he has a lot to play with. Paulo Bento. Right now, South Korea defending this free kick. It's a decent ball in as well as flighted in. Failed to dip. The trajectory was on the rise. Too high for Torkelson, who is making that run. Just doing some defending at the other end. Yeah, very young and inexperienced side, the Icelandic players. Quite a different side to that 2018 World Cup team. Here's the captain, Gunlaugsson. 99 caps in that. Well, that's a decent striking goal as well. Don't think, or I think Sharam saw that very, very late, but it's good effort from distance from Choi Gu-sung, who as we've seen in the K-League at times this year. Not afraid to go from distance. Was that a very uncomfortable height there for Frederick Trump? But they have had their chances, South Korea. Feel well they might just get a goal going into the interval. They still have about 18 minutes left to get that goal. Well, we have Kim Sung-yu for Korea in goal. Currently he plays for El Shabab as well. He, together with Jo Hyun-woo from Ulsan and Song Bum-kyun from Jeonbuk. He will be, of course, the usual suspects for Bento. I was looking for options. The number 6, Andresen. Once again, just a lapse of concentration, giving the ball away. Park Ji-soo should have done a lot better with that. He locks in here, taking the corner kick. Line of bodies on the 6-yard box here. Punched away. Well, he's fluffed his lines and it will go out for a throw-in. Seen some couple of nervy moments. This time, Park Sung-ho feeling to clear that ball and has won it up as a throw-in for Iceland. Slightly on the offensive here in the last couple of minutes, with South Korea absorbing a bit of pressure. Corner kick and now a throw-in. They'll get the free kick just to regroup here. Because Kim Sung-yu did play in the World Cup in 2014. He did not really feature in 2018 when Jo Hyun-woo was the first choice, but he has won back that spot here. It's a good promising move by South Korea. Cho Gyu-sung making his presence felt in the last 10 odd minutes. Trying to make an impression on Paulo Bento. Should get a spot in that 26-man team. Kwon Jung-hoon with the corner kick now. Oh, it's a decent attempt. Did well to direct it. Just needed to get it on goal. Park Ji-soo left completely unmarked. He got away from his marker. And with the direction of the ball, he did well to angle it towards goal. So we've got about just under 15 minutes left to play in the first half at the Hwaseong Sports Complex. Fans still making their way in on this chilly night. Want to be rewarded with a goal, I'm sure. Have packed the defense here, Iceland. South Korea just looking for a way in here, and it's a good first touch. And it's played to the far post, and that should be the opener. It's taken 32 minutes, and that man, Song Min-kyu, to open the scoring, and to the delight of Paulo Bento. And he did well to climb, did well to direct the ball. Fredrik Stram, well, it's too much for him. That was a move that started it all. It's a good turn there, and a lovely ball to the far post. And there you go. Paulo Bento was waiting for that, and it's come in the form of Song Min-kyu on 33 minutes. Oh, he'll be happy with that goal. Sure, they'll be hungry for more as well. Goal will have calmed some nerves as well. And slightly promising here. Cut back once again, and it's a white shirt that gets in the way. Song Min-kyu, just 12 appearances. He only made his debut in the qualification stages. That was on the 9th of June 2021. The goal scorer. It was against Sri Lanka. One of the 10 players from South Korea on Paulo Bento's mind. He was plying his trade with Jeonbuk Motors. He has been with them the last 2 seasons. 4 goals for him in 32 appearances this season, 3 in 19. Also has played for Pohang Steelers. But that goal today could possibly get him on that flight to Qatar. Slight spring in their step now, South Korea, having scored that goal and looking for that second goal as well. Have had some nervy moments as well early on. Gave the ball away a couple of times too early. The Iceland players failed to capitalize on those mistakes. They come again here, using the wings well. And, well, that's a lovely header. Did so well to reach that. That man, Chugu Song. So lovely ball in. He attacked it with his head so well. And, well, if that was on target, that was definitely going in just a little high there. So showing a bit of prowess here now after picking up the opening goal. And as mentioned earlier, those boys who want to get on that field as well, they'll be itching to get on. I'm sure Paulo Bento will be making a few changes in the second half, giving as many players a run around. So just one goal separating the two sides. Song Min-kyu on 33 minutes. Of course, any player going down will be worrying signs as well. Last thing you want to do is get an injury just before the World Cup. And, well, this does not look good. Park Ji-soo, an integral member of the team, worrying signs there. Paulo Bento. It's the price sometimes that you pay for these friendly matches. He's going out on the stretcher, so this does not look good at all for Park Ji-soo. Just could be a precautionary measure. There you go, he's going off on a stretcher. Nervy moments there for Paulo Bento. It's part of the qualification route as well. He's made 13 appearances for South Korea, but he's up. So that slightly promising sign there. It's all floated to the penalty area. Just tried to cut that back in, but it was blocked out by Yoon Jong-yu. Stuff for Anderson to find a way through. We've got about just over 5 minutes. We'll see a couple of minutes of added time as well, I'm sure. So decent ball in, and well, they have not taken their chances. That was a great opportunity for Carlson, who just really needed to get ahead on that. And either side of Kim Sung-yu, well, that would have seen that equalizer, and there he knows how he should have done a lot better with that. Disappointing there for Carlson. Changes will be imminent. I think with Park Ji-soo, he has stood up from that stretcher, so that is a promising sign. But they will not, of course, take any risks as well in the friendly. Well, going from distance there. Schramm had it covered. Jung Woo-young maybe just saw an angle there from distance. Let's try to curl it round the goalkeeper. Oh, promising signs from Cho Kyu-sung, who we saw made an impact for about 10 minutes or so. One to look out for as well for Paulo Bento. But it is Song Min-kyu who has separated the two sides. With a bit of space here. Got about just 3 minutes of play left in the first half. In what, well, you could sum up as South Korea having the majority of the possession. They have had lapse of concentration as well at times and gave the ball away quite easily. However, Iceland just failed to capitalize and really should have had a couple of goals. Had they, of course, got the shots on target. Little feeble attempts. Happy to hold possession in these dying moments here of the first half. Slowly just building up play. They'll look to build and mount an attack here. Try to get that equalizer just before the interval, and I think it was the inexperience at times coming through. I think they would have... there you go, another opportunity here. He had a bit of time as well to get that under control, but Carlson decided to go first time. Had a great opportunity just about 5 minutes ago. So that's the substitution being made. Cho Yun-min coming in for the injured Park Ji-soo, but hopefully he will be okay for the World Cup. That man having a few opportunities, but squandering them. Get a free kick now, Iceland, and Oxen was quickly going to take that. Just landed awkwardly, clutching onto his hamstring. So we come up to the 45th minute of this first half. And Paulo Bento, there you go, just 1 minute of at a time. It should end this half a goal to the good for South Korea, unless something dramatic happens here. So we will see a couple more changes as well. He's come on. Cho Yun-min has come on for Song Min-kyu. We'll see a couple of changes, I'm sure, in the second half, as he looks to rotate as many players as he can. Kim Jung-yu as well on the bench. Ko Seung-bum, Park Min-yu, Kim Tae-won as well. Lots of players will be itching to come on. The referee has blown the halftime whistle here at the Hwaseong Sports Complex. And it's that man on your screens, Song Min-kyu, who has put South Korea 1 goal to the good against Iceland. And the downside of it is Park Ji-soo was stretched off. He has been taken off. Cho Yun-min had come on in place of him as well. So just a confirmation there as we head into the interval. Song Min-kyu with the goal on the 32nd minute as South Korea go into the break 1-0 to the good against Iceland. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second half. That, of course, was in the first half. So 4 substitutions overall for South Korea. players looking to get a run around as well, and they come off the blocks straight away at the Iceland defense. I'm sure Paulo Bento would have had a few words with them as well, spurring them on to get more goals, knowing what's at stake for them individually. Place at the Qatar World Cup. So we did, of course, also see Park Jin-Jisoo go off on a stretcher. And, well, we, of course, hope he will be okay. We have had a few laps of concentration as well in the first half, South Korea. But the Icelandic players failed to capitalize on what were given to them on a plate. A few good chances as well. The inexperience, of course, coming through. A young side with not many caps between them. Well, of course, looking at this game in pursuit of qualification for the Euros. Will be starting next year as well. With the South Korea's front line, though, strong performances in recent times at home as well. They have got 12 goals in the previous 5 matches. So have conceded as well for the friendlies and qualification. Of course, have scored more than 1 goal in their previous 6 home games. So they have a prolific record of scoring at home against the opposition. Iceland, on the other hand, they have conceded 9 in their away outings. 5 of their away outings, to be exact. So, of course, many players lining up as well here. All looking to get a look in as well from Paulo Bento. Well, of course, sure changes will be imminent. We will see those players on the field. Well, bit of space now down the right-hand side. Does so well to get around the defender. Is looking for options here. Goes for goal himself. Well, he had the option of Cho Song. Did all the hard work here as well. Substitute that has come on. Now Sang-ho. Will be a goal kick. Cho Sung, who had a good first half as well. A few chances as well. A couple of them just getting away from him. The 30th minute with an outstretched leg. Slices of touch as well. Would have found the back of the net. Lovely turn, but he's brought down. Will get a free kick as well. Now Sang-ho, who has come on and Been a bit of a sprightly figure here early on, down the right-hand side. Giving the Icelandic defense a bit of problems there, down the left side. It's lobbed to the far post. It's not a convincing take by Fredrik Stram. Need to clear this ball. And they will get through in as well. It's good play from Iceland. Once again, Na Sang-ho making a nuisance of himself on the right-hand side. Have found a weakness there. They will look to exploit, I'm sure. Good space down the right-hand side. Does well to keep it in as well. Na Sang-ho. Full stretch there. To absorb majority of the pressure here in the first 7 odd minutes in the second half. Much better looking side here. Looking a lot more ambitious, South Korea. Especially with the 3 substitutions brought on. Once again, Na Sang-ho. It's going to be a decent ball in. Will be a corner kick as well. Did well to make that run, Yoon Jong-yu. Na Sang-ho will take the corner kick. He looks for his teammates. And it's headed away to the near post. Did well to get to that. He was completely left unmarked. Kwon Kun-won. He just needed to get it on target. South Korea are a hard team to break down. Defensively, they are a very sturdy side, and with that man Son as well in their team, they have that attacking prowess. That's why they have won 15 of their last 19 matches as well. And as I mentioned, that defensive line, they've conceded 1 or less goals in 19 of their last 20 matches. They also have scored 3 or more in 2 of their last 3 matches. course, history of scoring goals as well. And that man, Kim Seong-yu, as I mentioned, 3 goals in the qualification matches of 14. They also have conceded 18 goals if you date back to the last 19 games. 20 if you include this one. It's a very impressive record. There's a lot more stability as well to the build-up to the South Korean side. Head coach Shin Tae-yong was the man who led his side. But he was just in that team for less than a year, though. Current head coach, of course, Paulo Bento, has been at the helm for over 4 years, as I mentioned earlier. He was and has been part of the entire qualification process. Much more organized team here. He's had 4 years to pick the right 26 players to go to Qatar, and he will be making that decision tomorrow. As of course, all teams are breaking or confirming the players that will go in the next week or so. Two teams as well, they have met before. 5-1 was the score the last time. Friendly in January in Turkey. South Korea, Paulo Bento, they're just looking to make another substitution. Chul has done well on the left-hand side as well. He found Cho Gu-sung. Just lost his balance and then decided to run him, stick his leg out, unnecessarily though. Haven't really found the momentum in the second half, Iceland. Much more organized side, South Korea. They did make a couple of mistakes as well in the first half, but they have come back stronger here in the second. Have used Hong Chul quite well in the first half on the left-hand side. Have relied on their wingers though, delivering those balls into the box. There you go, substitution being made. Kim Tae-won coming on for Yoon Jong-yu. That will be the 5th substitution being made. So what can Kim Tae-won bring now? Going in a more defensive approach, Kim Tae-won. Oh, that's a great chance. Just maybe got a deflection. It was Sung Min Kyu almost got his second goal. Bit of space down the right-hand side. He was given a lot of room to move. It wasn't closed down as well. So question marks in defense. That deflection, of course, denying Sung Min Kyu the second goal, but he does win a corner. And it will be two substitutions being made. Thorvaldsen coming in for Carlsen, Jonsson for Bjarkasen. So we have about just under 30 minutes left to play here. It is still 1 goal to the good for South Korea. I feel might get a second one sooner than later. An infringement will give them a free kick now for South Korea. Beg your pardon, for Iceland. So with a 5-1 drubbing of Iceland in the first match that was played, this is a good chance here. And he's made an impact straight off the back here. Thorvaldsen showing good pace and good control as well. Did well to shield off his marker, the number 19. Myung-won, and well, he could have gone for goal as well. He had a good sight and goal, good angle as well, but unselfishly he played it across. Will be a throw-in now for them. Gunnarsson will take it. Off immediately and making an impact here. Thorvaldsen. This is the most they've held possession here. First real momentum going forward. It's one back by South Korea as they look to build up here. Use the wings once again. Finds 14 Hongchul, as they have done all throughout the match. Cho Gu-sung. They do find Kim Tae-wan, who delivers a lovely ball to the box. Move that started it all from Cho Gu-sung. Did well to climb. Kim Tae-wan with a lovely ball in. Cho Gu-sung, well, knows he should have got that on target. 17 goals in the league, in the K-League this season. Was the man who provided the assist as well for Sung Min Kyu, who opened the scoring on the 33rd minute. Lovely ball. I think he was looking for to make that run in as well. Sun Ho, as I mentioned earlier, has been a sprightly figure in the first 10 odd minutes since he's come on just after the interval. He's giving trouble on that right-hand side as well to Magnussen early on. So this will just allow them to regroup a bit as well. It's number 19, Daniel Djuric. Had a good opportunity in the first half. He failed to capitalize on that. The 19-year-old youngster looking to deliver a good ball into the box here. It's floated in. It's headed away straight off. And they look to rebuild once again. But it's given away cheaply. Bit of space now. Looking for options. Once again, it is the number 14, Hong Chul, who receives the ball. Sung Min Kyu finds Sun Ho. Just looking to find a way through the Iceland's defense, but well, finally goes out for a throw-in. Apologies from that man, Cho Gu-sung. More substitutions looking to be made here once again. Have just over 20 minutes left to play. Paulo Bento will be looking to bring a couple more players on, I'm sure, as he looks to make his final decision going into the World Cup tomorrow. Of course, we'll have to put pen to paper and finalize his team. Players across Europe, Qatar, China, and the K-League as well. He's got the options there. 10 players, of course, have to come from the Korean division. That's a good strike as well. It's a good idea as well. He did well to turn his body, but it would not have counted for Cho Gu-sung. It was very much offside there. Just had to time his run perfectly. Was in an awkward angle, but he did well to latch on to that as well. Credit to him. But like I said, it would not have counted. And just a little bit too early. Another foul coming in. Referee has yet to dish out a yellow card. Well, he has now. Will be number 13. So Jun Ho, the substitute that came on in the second half, finds himself in the books of the referee. Lunging tackle there, and the studs are showing as well. It's very unnecessary, especially in a friendly. Son Junho, that confirmation of the yellow card. And it will be Kim Moon-hwan who looks to be coming on. It will be the sixth substitution Bento would have made. His opposite number, Vidarsson, has made just 2 substitutions. And Na Sang-ho, that man on your screens, was one of them for Bento. As I mentioned earlier, he has been an impressive figure on that right-hand side. It will be a double substitution. And it will be Kim Moon-hwan, as I mentioned, coming on for Ong Chul, who's had a good game as well. And Oh Young-kyu on for Cho Gu Sung, who, well, I'm sure would wanted to have a few more minutes on the pitch there. Because he was the man who provided the assist for that goal for Song Min-kyu. It will be a triple substitution for Iceland. Vidarsson just confirming that will be the youngster coming off. Julhasen on for Einarsson. And it's cleared immediately by the 14, Carlson. So just over 15 minutes here left to play. Looked much better side, South Korea. Did play well in the first half, but a couple of mistakes early on. Just a confirmation. Tomasin on for Gunnarsson and Swantorsen on for Duric. About the 2 halves, of course, of South Korea. Early nerves, maybe. The early stages of the first half, they tended to give the ball away quite easily. Came out a much more confident side in the second half, much more organized as well. A few words from Paulo Bento would have set them straight, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure they will look to get another goal here. Just give them a bit of momentum and confidence going into the World Cup, of course. Well, it's a good opportunity. I don't think he knew where the ball was as he tried to rise and head it. Song Min-kyu looking for his brace. At the back of his neck there. Not sure where he went, but it is all smiles now for him after getting the opening goal. Second yellow card to be dished out. This time it will go to the number 22, Duvaldsen, who's come on for about just 12 minutes and he's already picked up a yellow card. Really unnecessary challenge there. See some hard tackles coming in as well. That was the one early on. Young-Guan is the one on the receiving end of that. Just to remind you, Uruguay on the 24th of November will be the first game for them. Edison Cavani has been selected in the squad despite picking up an injury as well. It was a confirmation earlier today. So we'll feature David Nunes. Well, the ball just scampering across the 6-yard box there. Everyone missing it. Well, credit to Iceland, they have defended well, as they've not given much space down the middle though. That, of course, has forced South Korea to go down the wings, and that will be the third yellow card of the match. It will go to Julius Magnussen. But just over 10 minutes left here. Of course, they also will play Ghana. That will be on the 20. Good movement down the left-hand side as well. Oh, Young-Hyu showing good skill, good pace as well. Little step over. This will be the 6th corner for South Korea. Sang-ho taking it. Whip to the far end here. Still not out of the danger area. It's bobbing around. Finally cleared out for a throw-in. Well, there was an infringement. Sure, I think well, Young-Hyu may be asking for a penalty there. The referee was in a good position. Young-Hyu brought on just about 7 minutes ago, looking to get on the score sheet here. They've got about 10 minutes to do it now. Got pace here, just looking for the right ball, and well, he's just squandered that somehow. Oh, Young-Hyu, he really should have found the back of the net. It was a great ball in by Na Sang-ho, who's done so well time and time again down that right-hand side, and good pace. Did well to get round his marker. It was a lovely ball in as well, and just maybe slightly out of reach there for Young-Hyu, and well, another good ball down the right inside, a lot of space as well. They'll make that run into the box. Last thing they want to do is get an injury, so of course they'll manage this as well, but still showing a sense of urgency here. South Koreans, everyone looking to impress Paulo Bento. Finally go out for a goal kick. We'll name his squad tomorrow. Group H, of course, campaign for South Korea starts on the 24th. Have also been present in every World Cup since 1986. 10 World Cups to date. Also the likes of Portugal and Ghana will have to of course pull off some upsets here in the World Cup, which they have done before. Nervy moments, anybody picking up an injury as well. Another substitution being made. Stenson coming in for Anderson. Arno Veddersen as well, giving most of his players a run for money as well, just looking to get them some minutes in. Trying to revamp the team, of course, in pursuit of qualification for the 2024 European Championships. Qualification, of course, will start next year. Well, you kind of wonder whether he's already made the decisions, or he would have had a clear idea of who he wanted. Lots of talent to choose from as well. Going down. Was Umanovic, the left-hand side there. Well, Kim Seung-yu hasn't had much to do in the second half. Hasn't really been tested as well. They've had opportunities at Iceland. They just failed to take them. He will have a real test against the likes of Ghana, Portugal, and Uruguay, of course. Conceded only 3 goals in the qualification, but will be looking to take that momentum into the World Cup. was different class of teams as well, and levels of competition much higher, much more competitive, with so much to play for. So just one goal separating the two sides as we come into the final minutes here. Just about 4 minutes left. The crowd have been rewarded with some good football from South Korea. Use the wings well, showing a good pace and creativity. Moving forward, but well, just unable to find that second goal in the second half. They've had the opportunities though. A little wave there at the back, just to keep them entertained in these dying minutes. It's good effort from the crowd as well. Oh, this is a good chance here. He's got the options. And Nasun Ho, who found himself on the left-hand side this time, was going for goal. Can they find the second goal in these minutes here? Still showing a lot of attacking prowess here, the dying minutes. Yu just gesturing to his colleague that he wanted the ball played at his feet, asking for it. Had a good opportunity not too long ago as well. Well, we see just this one goal between the two sides. Crowd had come in expecting more goals from them after the 5-1 victory against Iceland in January. Fans, I'm sure, were expecting a lot more, and well, first real attempt on goal here. 15, Daniel Hafsenson. He's a good header there. He was left on mark and did well to direct that ball. Just needed to get it on target. As we come up to the 90th minute here. The Hwaseong Sports Complex. As I mentioned, Paulo Bento now will have a bit to think about going into the evening. He will make his final decision on the 26-man squad that will be unveiled on Saturday. I'll look to, despite it being a tough task, look to get through the group stages. Remember, he has had 4 years with the side, a lot of time to then think of the right 26 in final 11 as well. That will kick off proceedings on November 24th for for them against Uruguay. Well, now a bit of space here for Iceland. Can they get that equalizer? It's cleared away. Soaking up a bit of pressure here, South Korea. They can't get the ball away, they can't clear their lines. Good piece of defending. Pressing here from Iceland. Showing some determination at the final moments, not giving up. Great to see that from them. South Korea will just manage this game. Showing a lot of enthusiasm. Tovatson, he was pressing high up and he's come back to defend as well. And South Korea will get a free kick here. This be enough to get that second one. He's frustrated. Already picked up a yellow card, so he's got to be careful. This will probably be the last attack of the game. So, well, it is the final whistle here at the Hwaseong Sports Complex, and that man, Paulo Bento, has some big decisions to make tonight, as the crowd is, the team will be decided tomorrow, and well, we of course have to see what happens to Park Ji-soo as well. He will stretch it off, but it's one man, Song Min-kyu, who got on the score sheet to separate the two sides, and of course they will go into the tournament. There he is limping, and that does not look good. You'll be slightly worried about that, but just to recap, it is Song Min-kyu's goal on the 32nd minute that has separated the two sides as we end this international friendly between South Korea and Iceland, with South Korea winning 1-0. Thanks a lot for joining us here at the Hwaseong Sports Complex.